Hey everyone, welcome back to the Vertica Plastic. Today we're trading Howls for Halos. Games Workshop made Wolves again. So, naturally, I made Angels again. Because Restraint isn't really a blood angel thing. My mission for this one, to try to match each aesthetic and role as best I could. First up we have the Pack Leader, which I'm just going to call my Sergeant. I used an eBay rescued Hounds of Mordecai, matter of fact, as the base, and used 2 arms from the Black Templar Neophytes. I chopped off each hand and then used a Sanguinary Guard sword from the Firstborn and actually some extra bling from the Firstborn Space Wolves kit, like a knife kit on the back. And to top it all off, I gave him a Kayvon Shrike head, which I'm calling him Corvain Shrike Blood. Up next we have the Trap Master, which looks to be like a mine layer or unit from the Incursors. I wanted to make him extra blown up. So I gave him a half-burned face, I 3D printed a leg, used a robotic hand from the Wargames Atlantic kit, and I also felt like he'd be the Breacher, so I shaved off the hand from a scout shotgun and stuck it on his leg. His base body was also from the Hounds of Mordecai eBay rescue I had. The Hunter was very simple. I used another Mordecai unit. He already had a knife. So I just cut off his other hand and gave him, like the picture shown below, a plasma pistol from another kit. For the Rune Priest, I had an unused Phobos Librarian kit. I kept his body the same, but kitbashed his arms, adding a pistol, and then I used a Grey Knight's staff. And then I was back and forth with his heads, deciding to use the original one or one also from the Grey Knights. I ended up finally deciding on keeping the original shrouded head and turning it a different way. For the Frost Eye, I sort of cheated. I used an unused Prime Marksman from the Phobos Kill Team kit and just calling him my Marksman. I added a little bit longer barrel from the original Scout rifles, and that's really all I did. And I liked his head from that kit. Oh, and I added a rifle sling out of green stuff. For the Fang Bearer, I used a pistol arm from the Easy Build kit left over, and added a backpack from the original Devastator Sergeant. And I added an arm from a Phobos box, as well as his head, and then I added a Custody knife to stand out as his Frost Blade. For the Gunner, I used the rest of the Easy Build kit. I used a plasma gun from the original Stern Guard kit, and an extra knife arm that I ripped off earlier for his offhand. And for my Pharisian Wolf, I decided to do a Ball Light Fire Scorpion. Here we have it. I did not record all the painting process, as it was a little over a week with a bunch of little painting sessions. And then I had a little hiccup where a tan paint melted when I applied a wash. I've actually never had it happen before. And then I had to repaint all the camouflage again. But overall, I really enjoyed this project and absolutely loved my Kitbashed Fire Cyber Scorpion. I know I'm biased, but it looks pretty badass. It was a kitbash between a couple free 3D prints and some heads of an Incursor and Infiltrator, if anyone was interested. I'm a Blood Angels fan, as you can tell, and heard about them the first time in the Dante novel. And then there's not much on them, but they can supposedly camouflage to their surroundings, and they can grow to be 11 foot. If you made it all the way here to the end, I appreciate it. And like and subscribe would let me know, and I guess YouTube know, that you actually like this content.